Meantime, a jury today began deliberating the fates of the three white men charged with killing Ahmaud Arbery. Arbery was shot and killed while he was jogging near his home in South Georgia last year. Lawyers for the men said they were acting in self-defense and trying to make a citizen's arrest because they thought Arbery had stolen something. But in their final rebuttal, the lead prosecutor says they can't claim self-defense when they are the ones who started the confrontation.
You can't force someone to defend themselves against you, so you get to claim self-defense. This isn't the Wild West. There's no fear here. There's only anger. Remember, it's a standard of reasonable beliefs that the force used is necessary. Do you really believe he had no other choice but to use his shotgun?
The prosecutor said there's no evidence Arbery ever committed a crime in the neighborhood. She said the defendants didn't see him commit a crime, so they were essentially just chasing him because he was a black man running down the street. David Henderson joins me now, a civil rights attorney and CNBC contributor. David, what did you make of that argument from the prosecutor?
You know, Kelly, I thought it was a good way to characterize it for the jury. You know, self-defense is basically playground rules. You push somebody off the swing, they kick you, you can't beat them up and claim self-defense. At this point, I think the jury gets it, but it never hurts to hammer home when you know they're about to go back and start deliberating.
Well, and the jury broke for tonight and begin again tomorrow morning. Are you surprised they didn't immediately come to a decision? What could that mean about the outcome?
You know, Kelly, I'm torn. I don't think this is a complicated case, unlike the Rittenhouse trial that had similar themes, so it shouldn't take them very long. The instructions are not complicated, and the prosecutor gave them very good guidance on it. Sometimes what jurors think, though, is, look, we sat through weeks and weeks of testimony. Let's at least pay the courtesy to the lawyers and the system of making sure that we deliberate for a sufficient amount of time. I think it's still too early to draw any meaningful conclusions beyond the fact that they're taking this seriously.
Could it be tougher for the jury because there are multiple defendants?
I do think it's going to be tough because of multiple defendants, Kelly. And I think that's part of the reason why the prosecutor hammered on what's called the law of parties. Idea here is if one person's guilty, every person's guilty. That rule exists because of historic imbalances within our justice system, and sometimes jurors will resist it. Also, this is a small town. I've tried cases in small towns before. Everybody knows everything, including the fact this case was previously dismissed.
All right, David Henderson tonight.